My name is Lance Frickensmith, and I've been employed full-time in the mail order book business for over 30 years. In those years, I've gotten a lot of returns. And a lot of times those returns come back not in the same condition as I sent them. Thus, the person doesn't get a full refund. So today, I am going to demonstrate how to properly pack a book for a return or for an initial send-off. I've got a variety of materials here. I've got some actual books that I'm packing to go out to people. I sold them online. And let's just grab something and get started and see what happens. First of all, the quality of the material that a book deserves is based on its value. So a cheap $10, $15 book gets the lowest rank in padding. It's a padded envelope. Before I get into the intricacies of how to properly pack a book to survive the U.S. Post Office and international shipping, I want to show you some of the pitfalls of not properly packing a book. Now, in the 30 years of buying, I've made a lot of mistakes, buying things too many of or things that just didn't sell. So I wouldn't normally do this to a book because I love books, but these are books that are no longer have much resale value. And I want to give you an example. I've got this book here. It's a pretty heavy book. Now, when something falls, there's energy created, and it's got to go somewhere. I'm going to take some wrapping paper, and this is people have many times basically just wrapped something in paper, thinking they're protecting it, when, as you can see, this isn't going to provide much protection. So I'm going to wrap this up. By the way, be advised, this tape gun has teeth. This will bite you if you're not careful. And even if you are careful, and if you get careless, which I've done more than my share, I've been bitten by this tape gun. Okay, so this is wrapped. Now, notice the corners are nice and sharp on this other copy of this book. So let's just say that the person packs it in an unpadded envelope similar to this. Let's see what happens when the carrier drops it. Ouch. There it is. That's the result. It's ugly and it's hurtful. Now, we're going to do another demonstration. I'm going to take this same book, another copy, in perfect condition, and I am going to put it into a double-walled box. Now, what also sometimes happens is people put it right up against the corner. We're going to show how that works. This is not the proper way to do it. You want to pack it in the middle. You want to get lots of nice packing material and stuffed in tightly. So, push it in there, and you're not going to want it, very tight. I should have had the ladder and drop it off the roof, because honestly, in 30 years, I've learned to pack these things now. Now it's in there, but we're going to do even better. Because this paper will loosen up in time. That should be good. Now, a lot of mail order people, they just do one along the top and the bottom. Considering the value, I go the extra, just another penny's worth of tape. And the old saying, a penny's worth of prevention is worth a dollar's worth of cure. That baby is in there. Notice you shake it around, there's no movement. If there's movement, it's not packed properly. Now, I'm not going to just drop it. There's one drop. It's hit the box, but that book is inside. There's space between the book and the wall of the box. So this is the first drop. I'm going to mark it number 1. Well, I don't have any markers, but you know what? I'm just going to make a little etch there. Now on the second drop, I'm actually going to slam it down. Let's say the postal carrier doesn't like the person who's getting it. I'm going to really throw it on the corner. So there's the second one. Now, let's open up and see how it is. When opening something like this, if this thing is on the top, and I've had this happen more than once, the person's excited to get their book, they tear into it, they cut into the top of the book. I frequently put something, if it is all the way to the top, a piece of cardboard, which I'll show later. But in this case, I'm going to go to the side. I'm going to lift it up a little, in case that book is at the very top. So let's see what happens. Look at that. Nothing. Nothing. Perfect corners. Perfect corners. Now, we're going to put this up against this other wall with nothing between it. Okay? Sometimes people just seems to fit nicely that way. But up against the wall, we're going to find out that's a thin edge. And this is why you're going to realize you need to get it in the middle. There needs to be packing material between the book and the wall of the box. So there's that corner. I'm just going to put one on there because we're going to be opening this up. Now, I'm going to drop that baby. Ouch! Look at that. So now you should be able to see why you don't want it, even though it's a double-walled box, when it drops, that energy's got to go somewhere. We want it on the paper. That sums it up. I'm interested in your thoughts, comments, and criticisms. If you come up with some really good criticisms, I'll redo this.